All right, we made it. It's the next day. We're gonna unload the Jeep Grand Cherokee from the U-Haul trailer and probably return the trailer and get to working on the Jeep Grand Cherokee, the front suspension. My brother had previously installed the rear suspension for this particular lift, but as you can see, the front suspension does not look all that much lower than the rear. That is because the front axle is already sitting on a 2-inch spacer lift that he had previously installed. That's good. That's good. Today we will be swapping out the spacers for a set of 4-inch coil springs made by Iron Rock Off-Road, as well as replacing both the upper and lower factory control arms with adjustable length control arms made by Core 4x4. The added height will allow for extra clearance of the 32-inch BF Goodrich tires that Brad had installed on the factory wheels. The factory shocks have already been replaced with Bilstein 5100s that are made for a 3.5 to 4-inch lift. In addition, we'll be replacing the track bar with an adjustable length one and adding sway bar quick disconnects that are also made by Iron Rock Off-Road. This pieced together Frankenlift should actually be a pretty nice mix of added off-road capability and streetability, without stretching the limits of the rest of the factory components too far. As you pull the whole front stuff off. Remove the axle side track bar bolt. What company made that one?
Iron Rock Off-Road.
Oh, that's Iron Rock Off-Road. But Brad says he doesn't like that sleeve because it's hard to turn and adjust.
Loosening the bolts. I'm trying to loosen it enough so I can undo it by finger.
Is that 18 or 19? 18.
18.
Why is that bolt still stuck in there? There's no nut.
It's got force on it from the bar.
Yeah. Now he's having to take the steering stabilizer out so he can pull the track bar downward to get the frame end bolt out. Already having to do extra stuff just to do the first part.
Normal situation.
Alright, we got my dad here. It's the not so ordinary dad from the, never mind. That was a long time ago.
To approve the fact that when you're buying it, you're buying use of it, not the vehicle where you can modify it. Corporation, this would be greatly enhanced for them.
Well, there you go. They're going to come out now. There we have a track bar.
Hold this.
You could use the impact on that side. Tough one. Tough little booger. So we're just loosening it. Oh, good.
We went all the way through.
Okay, perfect. Brad has these bar pen eliminators made by Iron Rock Off-Road. Oh wait, you know what? Let me lift up from the bottom. All right. There we go. All right, we're test fitting these Dorman spring perch replacements, and it's not sitting flush due to the rust underneath.
The rest of the perch, we'll have to make that flat.
Better. Not close enough. All right, let's see if the bolt fits. Ta-da! I just got to do it to the other side. Here's the master mechanic. Hard at work there. He's, yeah, we'd be done already.
You have done nothing.
What? Here, have coffee.
Still trying to make coffee?
No. All right, it's the next day. We are deciding. Well, now that the paint has dried, we put these on. Well, Brad put these on, and we're gonna put the spring in, but we're gonna wait and do the upper control arms while we can reach. We're gonna replace these upper control arm bushings on the axle end. Are they both on the axle? Yeah. Right there and right there. It looks like it requires a Torx bit reach. I might need an extension. Much better.
It's all worn out. It's all cracked around the center.
Yeah. Good thing we got replacement bushings. All right, now we're trying to figure out how to get this bushing out of here. We're gonna take the rubber out, and then we're gonna cut or press the metal sleeve out. He's already taken the inner metal sleeve out. We're kind of limited here. We're using a hacksaw. It came out.
Yeah, that's not.
Hey, bending it. Okay. Well, wait till you see the video. You'll see how you pulled it and it bent it, and that's why it came out. It's working. Okay, we're chiseling away at the It's a tedious task, but somebody has to do it. No, you need a straight piece. Yeah! Take that, motherfucker! Dude, I was so hyped when I got mine out. I was like, yeah!
Yeah. Be like Data in.
Yeah. Yes!
Man.
Yeah! Woo! Ready. All right, new bushing. New bushing time. He just hammered in.
I was thinking about that.
Dead blow hammer.
You have grease.
I have what?
Grease.
All right, we got that thing in there. Pressed in by using a number of tools and hammers and screwdrivers. Now we're going to place the upper control arm.
Keep going. Keep going.
Back.
I should have brought the slide hammer.
What's that?
You know what a slide hammer is.
I do.
Yes.
What is it? Okay, fast forward a little bit. We had to kind of just hunker down and get some things done. But what we've done here, we pressed out this bushing. Actually, not pressed out, pretty much rip out. And we've pressed the new one in, reinstalled that upper control arm. We removed the factory lower control arm here and have the aftermarket one in. We just kind of loosely adjusted it for now, not fully aligned yet. And in order to do that, we had to remove this out of the way. In order to install this and press it in with the ball joint press, we had to remove this perch here to gain access that way. But now that that's done, we've put this metal new perch back in and put the factory isolator back on it or on it. So now we are ready to put the springs in. And after that, it'll just possibly the sway bar quick disconnect, but I'm not sure. We might just button it up for now. And we have parts for a new part for a new track bar and a new drag link, but we might hold off on that till it gets aligned. All right, Brad's got the new 4-inch iron rock off-road coil compared to the factory Grand Cherokee Overland. I mean, it is a couple inches, but the thing is that's different once there's weight on it. Like the spring rate on the new one is going to be different than the factory. It's probably stiffer a little bit. Tell me when.
Hold on.
Just the limit of the control arms. Yeah, that's how I always do. I lift up from the bottom. Oh man, that was tight. So it was all because of the shock. The shocks were limiting everything. Let's see. Brad is loosening the top bolt of the shock. Cut. Whoa! That is like laying on the ground.
It's like not fitting.
How's it not fitting?
What's it not doing?
It's not fitting inside.
Find this perch.
Yeah.
That's better? Yeah. Alright, we got even newer track bar to replace the other one that matches. Johnny joints. Once we installed the new Core 4x4 adjustable track bar, we then installed the quick disconnect sway bar links made by Iron Rock Off-Road. We then torqued down all the bolts, greased all the joints, reinstalled the tires, torqued the lug nuts, and we were finally ready to take the newly lifted Jeep WJ out for a test drive. We have finally finished the Jeep Grand Cherokee's lift. After about a day and a half to 2 days worth of work, the front end is finished and the rear was already finished, but it's all greased up. It still needs an alignment, but we're gonna drive it here, see what we may have or have not gotten. But I think we did a pretty comprehensive job of it. You're gonna fit through out there?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think it'll fit between there. Maybe it will. Keep going, and cut slowly. Okay, you got more room. Come on. Go passenger, passenger, passenger.
Drag link does need to be adjusted slightly.
yeah.
Slightly. It's not perfect.
Yeah. It's enough to set the stability control up. Did these have that?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, that's good. Eat that. nice compared to a completely stock. Nice balmy day today. What's the 74? Feels warmer than that now.
In the sun.
It's humid too. Slightly humid. But they're finally getting rid of the Christmas tree. So what do you think so far, Brad?
It drives nice so far.
And that's not even having it aligned yet and having the control arms adjusted for proper angles and everything. Of course, we're going to take it out here on the main roadway, get it up to speed a little bit.
Friday 89, Saturday 76.
Oh man, that sounds so good.
It feels nice to drive this again.
I agree. I'm not even driving. It feels nice. It's so comfy. These seats are so plush. It's like sitting on pillows. All right, well, what do you think, Brad?
This is really good.
It's really good? There you have it, folks. It's really good.
No, it's for a hodgepodge thing, and then just getting it done with
Brad,
without
your mic.
what?
It's sticking inward. All right, say that again.
Take 2.
Okay, it's really good. There you have it, folks. For a hodgepodge, for a
for a hodgepodge.
for a Frankenlift
Yeah, being
with the IRO, Iron Rock Off-Road springs, the Bilstein shocks.
the core 4x4 control arms, front, rear, upper, and lower, and then not getting it aligned yet. It is
Not even aligned, it drives excellent. Although I really like to drive it.
eyeballing the
Control arm links.
truck. Yeah.
We didn't even straighten the steering wheel yet.
Yeah.
But these tires, these BFG KM2s off of the Jeep Gladiator Trail, or what was it, a Texas Trail? Or
I don't know which one.
You don't know what but we think it came off of one of those because that's when these aren't old, right? Like you looked at the age
No,
from a few years ago, maybe.
this one's the 23rd week of 23.
That's not bad.
One of these is 24, I'm sure.
Oh, really? They're not all equal?
No, this is 23. This is the same date. They're the later half of, or close to later half of 23. So they're not old.
Well, so what's left would be to get it aligned. We have the tie rod and the drag link
From Trail Forge.
from Trail Forge to install and get it all adjusted. Might do that when I get it aligned.
The ball joints for this axle seat.
Ball joints. Are they showing signs of being really out, or you just want to be proactive and
I was going all out and just going to replace pretty much everything.
But it's in such good shape, and this thing is super off-road capable. You understand how, like even when his WJ that he had back in whatever year that was, 2012, and compared it to like my stock Sport Wrangler, it would climb up stuff just because the wheelbase is that much shorter. It's longer but shorter than, it's longer than a TJ but shorter than a JK or a JL, which is kind of like an ideal range. And it's got these 32s on it. But it's a way to have a V8 in a solid axle Jeep without breaking the bank with a Rubicon 392, basically. I mean, I think it's kind of underrated for what it is. Like, I'm surprised. I mean, because they're kind of hard to find nowadays in this good a shape.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
A lot of them are rust buckets, or they haven't been taken care of, or they've just been driven into the ground with like 300,000 miles.
Yeah, that alone, just finding a low mileage one that's not rusted out. But this one is definitely a good find. All right, well, stay tuned to
stay tuned to the channel for when we finally get this thing off-road, test it out,
Dialed in,
get it more dialed in.
and off-road content and whatever.
You guys want to see something interesting? Come on
Okay. All right, let's wrap this up.
in. There's that chair still out there with my drink in it.
There's
No, it looks like you've moved it.
yeah, I moved your drink up there.
Yeah, it's probably warm by now. Not too bad.
All right, well, oh my God, we're in the middle of filming an extra. He comes out here. Oh, that's fine, but like here, this is me wrap it up. So yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified of the next video, and we'll see you next time.